Your team didn't lose because the coach made a bad call. Your favorite player didn't get injured just because of bad luck. And that controversial decision, the one where a goal was ruled offside by just a few millimeters, that probably wasn't human. Because behind modern sports, something else is taking control: algorithms. Today, artificial intelligence is helping decide who gets signed, who gets benched, how hard athletes train, and even which goals count and which don't. From training grounds to broadcast trucks, from scouting departments to referee systems, AI is quietly reshaping how sports are played, watched, and managed. And in the next decade, sports as we know it may never be the same again. So come with me. Let's break down how sports work today, how AI is already changing them, and what the future of the game really looks like. Because this isn't just about better technology. It's about whether sports stay human or become something else entirely. And if this still sounds abstract, it won't for long. Because in 2026, the biggest sporting event on Earth turns this into reality. The FIFA World Cup 2026 will be the largest World Cup in history. 48 teams, 104 matches, 3 host countries. That scale makes human-only decision-making nearly impossible. So FIFA is deploying AI across the tournament. Semi-automated offside systems will use multiple cameras and sensors inside the ball to track player positions with extreme precision. Each player will have a pre-scanned 3D body model, allowing offsides to be judged using actual body volume, not rough outlines. Referees will also wear body cameras, stabilized by AI, giving broadcasters a smooth, pitch-level view of what officials see in real time. At the World Cup, the biggest moments of the biggest matches will be decided not by what referees feel, but by what algorithms measure. And once FIFA proves this works on the world's biggest stage, this technology doesn't stay at the World Cup. It spreads, starting with the players themselves. Modern athletes generate enormous amounts of data. GPS trackers measure distance, speed, and acceleration. Wearables track heart rate, fatigue, and recovery. Daily wellness data fills in the gaps. AI systems combine all of this to answer one key question: how much stress can this body safely handle? Instead of reacting after injuries happen, teams now try to predict risk before it appears. Subtle changes in movement, recovery speed, or workload patterns can signal elevated injury probability weeks in advance. At elite levels, this has already helped reduce days lost to injury. But these systems aren't magic, and they're not perfect. We still don't fully know how accurate these long-term predictions really are, or how many false alarms they create. What we do know is that teams and the algorithms they use start treating these predictions as if they're true, long before the science is fully settled. But it also changes how players are evaluated. Availability becomes as important as ability. Risk becomes measurable. And careers can be shaped by probability, not just performance. And this shift, from instinct to prediction, isn't just happening to players. It's happening across the entire sports world. And if you're finding this breakdown useful and you want more videos that unpack how technology is quietly reshaping sports, culture, and society, you can like this video and subscribe to Limitless Tomorrow. This channel is about understanding what's coming next before it becomes normal. Because players aren't the only ones being analyzed. Entire teams are now built, tested, and optimized before the match even starts. Scouting used to depend on intuition and access. Now it depends on data and scale. AI-powered recruitment systems scan thousands of leagues worldwide, analyzing positioning, decision-making, and off-ball movement. Instead of just goals or assists, AI measures contextual impact, how a player influences the game even when they're not touching the ball. This allows smaller clubs to identify undervalued talent and compete with richer teams. Tactics are changing too. Coaches can simulate matches in advance, testing formations and strategies against specific opponents. Football becomes less reactive, more probabilistic, and far more optimized. And the impact doesn't stop with who's on the pitch. It also changes what you experience as a fan. For decades, sports were shared experiences. Everyone watched the same match, the same commentary, the same moments. AI is changing that. Highlights are now generated automatically, within seconds. Broadcasts can be personalized by language, region, and interest. One fan sees tactics, another only celebrations, a third just real-time stats. Even commentary can adapt in tone and style. Engagement goes up, shared reality goes down. Two fans can watch the same match and walk away with completely different versions of the game. But the most invisible changes aren't on your screen. They're happening all around you, inside the stadium itself. Modern stadiums increasingly use AI to manage crowds, monitor safety, and control access. Facial recognition can replace tickets. AI systems analyze movement patterns to predict congestion or security risks. These tools are introduced for convenience and safety. But they also normalize surveillance. Sports venues become testing grounds for technologies that often expand beyond the stadium. Fans trade privacy for speed, often without realizing it. And this is where the story gets uncomfortable. Because not every use of AI in sports is about fairness or safety. And if this video has made you see sports a little differently, a like really helps this reach more people. AI is now deeply embedded in sports betting. It enables real-time odds, micro-bets, and rapid feedback loops. Platforms analyze user behavior to predict when people are likely to stop, and intervene to keep them engaged. Match fixing has also evolved. Instead of fixing entire games, manipulation can focus on small, isolated moments that are harder to detect. Then there's data ownership. Athletes generate vast amounts of biometric data, but often don't control how it's stored, shared, or used. Predictions about future health can influence contracts and careers, even if injuries never occur. Which brings us back to where this all started, with FIFA and what it really represents. FIFA 2026 isn't the end of this story. It's the test run. Because once the biggest tournament on Earth runs on algorithms, every other sport will follow. AI won't ruin sports, but it will decide what they become. And the real question isn't whether the technology is ready, it's whether we are. Thanks for watching Limitless Tomorrow.